All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. And I think it's still raining out there. It looks like it. Anyway, there's a 100% chance it'll rain today. I guess that kind of goes without saying. Temperatures only expected to climb into the lower 80s today, and a light breeze out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 100% chance of rain is expected to continue throughout today, and then it drops to a 60% tomorrow and a 10% on Wednesday and Thursday, climbing back up to a 50% chance of rain on Friday. So looks like you got more of the same coming. I was just curious how much rain we've actually had, and I do have the tables, the rainfall tables I wanted to share with you. Let's see, July. Do you think it's up to date already on July? Let's see. Do I have Ocala on here? The closest I have on this list is, I guess, Orlando. So in the month of July, Orlando had 7.3 inches. Daytona had 5.8 inches. That doesn't seem like that much, right?
Right, exactly.
It just seems like it's been raining a lot more than that. Gainesville had 7.4 inches of rain. It looks like Gainesville's Bartow had 9.2 inches of rain. So that's maybe the highest on the list. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you.
I think that's wonderful. I mean, I think that's fascinating, the different inches of rainfall, and you can have different inches of rainfall in different parts of the county. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that stuff.
And meanwhile, north of San Francisco, they have a drought and they have all those fires. And I mean, which would you prefer to have, a drought and fires, or a little bit soggy?
Right, exactly.
Oh, here's Ocala. I found Ocala.
A little bit soggy, I think.
6.9 inches in Ocala for the month of July.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd rather have a little bit soggy and get sandbags to prevent flooding.
So I didn't find Ocala in the Central Florida area. I thought they just left us off, but they included Ocala in the North Florida region. I guess we're considered North Florida.
North Central. From what I understand, all these years, Ocala has always been North Central Florida.
But it's always been the Central Florida Community College, now the College of Central Florida, right across the street, right?
Right, exactly. I think that's just,
All right, I want
to associate with Orlando.
I wanted to tell you the details of the fundraising effort for Special Olympics and how you can hang out with some celebrity sports officials, sports players, I should say. Let me take a phone call first. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning again, guys.
Hey, Hugh.
It's interesting how the rainfall is so different in every spot. The way it rains or it's spotty like that. Because I kept track with my neighbor, and we both got the same amount for July, and we come up with 11 2/3 inches.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Out here in Silver Springs, yeah. And that's it was accurate to me, and he's got the gauge in his yard, and we matched up, and we've been keeping track, and we come up with the same numbers.
Now, for what period of time? Is that for the entire month?
That's all of July, from the 1st till now. Till the 31st, last day of July.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're counting again in August, and we're about almost an inch.
But what do? You add it up, or do you average it?
No, I'm adding it up.
So 11 inches total.
I read my little gauge there, and I put it down, and at the end of the month, I total her up.
So I guess if your total was mixed in with everybody else's total, the average would be 6.9, according to this.
Yeah, something like that. But it's interesting how...
It does seem weird, yeah.
I was talking to my wife during the day at work, and she's over on 17th Street, 18th, and it's pouring like heck over here, and in here it's dry as a bone, or vice versa.
Yeah, that's probably that's probably why the average is 6.9 and not 11. Well, that's interesting. All right, thank you, Hugh. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet. Bye now.
Do you know what I was really encouraged by, though? Just speaking of this one quickly, is that we had gone to a lake in the western part of the county that I used to live near. In Rainbow Lakes Estates. So when I was much, much younger, the lake, which is Lake Bonneville for those who know the area in Rainbow Lakes Estates, was always a pretty full lake. I mean, there was a fishing, or there was a dock there, a pier, whatever you call it, where you can go out and just kind of look at the water or go fishing. And when I first was familiar with the area, which was the early 70s, the water would go to it was like a normal dock, the water would go to the beginning of the dock, and there would be a beach there, and people would swim there and fish there, et cetera. But most of the time I've known that lake, the water has been like down to the very end of the dock. But there was a time, it's probably been 2 years ago now, that I had heard that it was all dried up. That was the expression. It's all dried up. And I thought, well, what do they mean by all dried up? I mean, I had known the lake for 30-something years. It's not all dried up. It probably just receded again, like it had done. But sure enough, when I went over there, it had all but dried up. The word but is included when I describe it simply because there was a puddle. A puddle, I would call it the size. Okay, if you know the pond at the Cascades.
Yeah.
That's about the size of the amount of water that was left. And I am not exaggerating. I walked out to the middle of what used to be the lake. I walked out to the middle. I walked out to a point where you couldn't have stood because it would have been too deep.
Yeah.
At one point, and I took videos of it and pictures, and the ground was dry. I mean, almost like a scene from a movie. I mean, it was all dried up and it was just gone. And I blamed the pumping of the water from the bottling companies. Other people disagreed with me. They said, no, it's not that. It's the drought. And then a third thought there was that it's the drought combined with the pumping of the bottle companies combined with the pumping of the general public because more people have moved in.
Yeah.
Well, and that makes sense too. And Orange Lake up in Orange Lake was pretty much totally gone too.
Right.
And so what is good to see is that those lakes are coming back. Because of the rain. So last time I went to Lake Bonneville, it indeed was back, not completely, but at least it looked like a lake and not a puddle. And the Star Banner had this report that they did on Orange Lake, and it looked like it was a much healthier lake now than it had been.
Yeah.
So I guess it's something that comes and goes, but I've been here, since '72. It's a long time, and I'm not. I don't study these things, but you just notice. The lakes are here, the lakes are gone, whatever.
And we've had droughts before over all those years, but it hasn't been until the water bottling companies came in.
All right, there are two things that are happening that I want you to pay attention to. Share this information with somebody who might be interested in this, or maybe you are interested in this. And the event is to help with Special Olympics. NFL, Miami Dolphin, Don Nottingham lives in Ocala.
Yep.
I think he lives in Marion County.
Winner.
Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl, and he is the director of the 2015 golf tournament. He is also part of the Special Olympics Champions for Champions event, which is like a dinner, right? And I will tell you about this right now. Just give you the thumbnail sketch so you can participate in this. First of all, last year was the first one that you and I participated. I think it was the first one, right?
Yes, it was last year.
And Maria Roman is our go-to lady. She's the one who recruited us to help out with this. And our job is simply to spread the word.
Yeah.
And so for $50, the same amount you'd pay for a night out. Well, it's $50 a person. So it'd be a little, it'd be a nice night out for you and your wife, you and your friend, whatever. You get to go out, you get to hang out. This is the Friday night now. This is not the golf tournament. There's two events. It's a Friday night one, September 18th. Do I have the date right?
Yes.
And a Saturday event, September 19th.
Right.
Saturday morning. So Friday night, Saturday morning, you can have a big 1-2 thing. So the Friday night thing is $50 a ticket. So for $100, you get in, and the money goes, 100% of the money goes to Special Olympics.
In Marion County.
Right here in Marion County. And it's kind of fun. You get you get two mixed drinks or whatever from the bar.
Yes.
With your $50. So with $100, you get 4 of them, obviously. You can pay for more.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And you're going to have a meal. You're going to be able to hang out with the football stars. They're going to be sharing their stories. And the way Don was telling us last week when we went to the meeting, it's not just football stars. He's got other sports. He's going to let us know who's going to be there. And from the way I understand it, some celebrities in the entertainment field as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to help out, if you want to sponsor, if you want to have some items that you make as part of the silent auction, here's what you need to do. For information on any of those things, call Maria. Maria is the lady who's running this. Her number is 352-988-7998. Tell her you heard about it on the radio on WOCA, and she'll know because she's the one who asked us to do this. 352-988-7998. She'll tell you everything you need to know. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds will limit our sunshine today, and there'll be a couple of heavy thunderstorms around, mainly during the afternoon, high 82 to 88. Tonight, partly cloudy with a shower thunderstorm, low 72 to 75. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a shower thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 87 to 90. Wednesday, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms around in the afternoon. Highs on Wednesday, 87 to 92 degrees. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Mike Lucini.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking? Will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at